Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful sees Naomi Matsuda acting really strangely, and she may be sitting on a really twisted secret that Kimberlyn Brown soon finds out and is totally shocked by. Alright, so I said here before, and I know lots of viewers are with me on it, but Lai is acting shady and nobody has seen Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada corpse. In fact, last we saw her, Lee and Ashley Jones revived her during surgery. Luna was shipped off to post-op recovery doing okay, all things considered. And it feels like to me, there's a very good chance Luna's still alive and Lai is hiding her niece/granddaughter somewhere. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that Lee pulled this stunt, but maybe this time with Luna, there's going to be a co-conspirator involved. Just before the shooting, her tune about Luna, which shocked Finn, Tana Novlan, shocked fans, but that's the inconsistent writing we get from Bold. Before the week of the shooting, prior to that, Lai had always urged Finn, stay away from Luna. She's dangerous and was a serious threat to Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missinswood. And yeah, Luna locked Steffi in a cage and left her for dead to be smashed by a wrecking ball. Very old-school Batman TV show type of death trap. So Lee had this very low opinion of Luna. That was understandable. And then all of a sudden, right before the shooting, Lee did a 180 degrees and started talking about her as a victim. She told Finn she didn't think Luna was born bad. It was the fault of her pill-popping, man-chasing, skank mother Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park. Then with no warning and no flatline scene, other than the one we saw during surgery that she pulled out of, next thing you know, Lee's in the waiting room telling Poppy that Luna up and died in recovery. That's when putrid Poppy said she was glad her daughter died. This absolutely appalled Loy, who said Luna never stood a chance with Poppy as her mom. So no, Loy doesn't condone what Luna did, but she also doesn't believe that it was all her fault. So there is a rumor going around from a very reputable source that Luna is in a coma. And we know she has scenes on in September, which is, more than a month away. At the same time, we also know Lisa Yamada needed time off to film her new Amazon Prime series, Elle. So, from the moment that Lee abruptly revealed that Luna died without us seeing it, I immediately assumed Lai was lying and had stashed Luna somewhere to help her recover from her gunshot wound and keep her away from Poppy, who is just awful. There's not a lot of huge surprises that Bold pulls off on us, honestly. And there's one other person in Low who feels pretty much the same way about Luna that Lee does. And that is Finn's other mother, Sheila Carter. She also loves Luna. And she also blames Lee's awful sister, Poppy, for. Sheila wanted Luna to leave Steffi and Finn alone. She tried to get Luna to leave AA and make a new life for herself elsewhere. And just related to that, there's a couple more red flags waving recently about Lai. First, out of nowhere, she stopped by El Giardino to see Sheila, a woman who she despises. And Lee told Sheila that the two of them were the only ones that had been rooting for Luna. Then Sheila told Lai that she's heartbroken because Luna died and nobody cares. And this is where the second red flag really started waving for me. Sheila asked about a memorial service for Luna and Lee told Sheila, it's already done. It's handled. Now, if you remember, this is almost the same phraseology that Lee used with Steffi after Finn supposedly died in 2022. Steffi tried to talk to Lee at a memorial service for Finn, but she told Steffi, I'll take care of everything when it comes to my son. And Steffi assumed Lai had been cremated before she could even see him one last time. And now here we are, nearly an identical situation. Of course, at the time, Steffi thought that Lai had had Finn cremated while she was still in the hospital, knocked out from her own gunshot wound back in 2022. And of course, Lee was lying. Finn was still alive. He was comatose and Lee was secretly nursing him back to health. You may remember she was taking care of Finn, and then Sheila showed up at Lee's place demanding to know where her son was buried or his ashes were so she could say goodbye to him. Sheila heard medical machines beeping, and she bullied her way into Lee's apartment and found an unconscious Finn. Sheila freaked out. She wanted to take Finn to the hospital. Lee said no. There was violence that ensued back then. Sheila told Lee, "You're even crazier than I am." And that led to the whole thing where Sheila chased down Lee, ran her off the road, nearly killed her. And then Sheila took over caring for Finn. Bottom line, I think Lee is just as crazy as she is. And she knows Sheila would do anything for those she loves, including Luna. So, not only do I suspect Lily has done the same thing with Luna that she did with Finn, this time I suspect that Lee is going to shock Sheila with the truth. I think Lee might actually invite Sheila to drop by her place and show her, look, Luna's alive, but comatose. Just like I took care of Finn, I'm taking care of Luna. Just like I saved Finn's life, I'm saving Luna's life. And no doubt Sheila would be thrilled that Luna survived, and she would be all in on helping Lee nurse their granddaughter back to health. And absolutely Sheila would keep it a secret even from Deacon. I believe Louie is fully focused on trying to save Luna's life, with the idea in mind she'll figure out what's next after that. You know, no reason to even get what ifs unless she knows she can save her. You know, whether that's helping her granddaughter sneak out of town and start fresh somewhere else or turn herself into the cops and face the consequences. I tend to think Lee would probably want Luna to be accountable for her actions, whereas Sheila would want to get Luna out of Lee rather than go to prison. So, that's a matter for another day. I suspect Lee dropped in on Sheila to test the waters and see if Luna's supposed death was hitting Sheila really hard. I think Lily's evaluating Sheila as a possible co-schemer, because that way while Lee's at work at the hospital, Sheila can go over there and take care of Luna. She used to be a nurse, remember? So Lee wouldn't raise any eyebrows by missing hospital shifts. And I do think she knows she could trust Sheila to take good care of Luna and protect her. So we may soon see Lee revealing comatose Luna to Sheila. We know episode in September. However, I want to show you something. TV Guide actually posted a spoiler for Monday, July 21st. And none of the spoilers happen, but they were posted on TV Guide. And that is an extremely reputable site. So it said 3 things I think that we need to talk about. One is about Steffi and Hope, but it spelled out Stephanie, which was weird. And then it said Liam and Bill have a serious talk. That didn't happen. And Luna lies in a coma. Also didn't happen. So here's the screenshot that I got from TV Guide's official site. I mentioned it in our weekly spoilers video with the caveat that I had seen it nowhere else but on Fide.com. So I was reporting with a grain of shot with a grain of salt, and I also did the screenshot. So now I'm showing it to you. Maybe the spoiler is valid, but the date was wrong. We'll absolutely have to just wait and see. But I think we can all agree it was very bizarre for Luna to die off screen. I think Lee might have been testing Poppy when she told her Luna was dead to see her reaction, and then pulled her aside to speak privately, and Poppy failed the test. But I do think Sheila passed the test. So I have to say it'd be wild to see Lee setting aside her dislike of Sheila, who shot their son Finn, to conspire with her to secretly nurse Luna back to health. That's where I suspect this is going. It's a repeat plot 100%. That's what Bold does. Let me know what you think.